everyone, welcome back. Today I'm going to be showing you a tutorial on this black and gold makeup look that totally wasn't inspired by the Boston Bruins. I mean, come on. Are you really kidding me? Why would my makeup be inspired by a hockey team? I mean, come on. Anyway, I'll be showing you a tutorial on this makeup look. I hope you enjoy it. I do want to quickly preface this with the fact that I will be showing you how I achieve this look on myself. And that does mean that you might have to make some adjustments because 1, you probably have a different eye shape, 2, you probably have a different skin type, and 3, you probably have a different skin color. So all those factors together along with other miscellaneous things I'm not thinking of are going to affect how this look will look on you. So if you copy it exactly with my products, it probably won't look nearly as good because the products aren't the ones that work for you, and may or may not result in you looking like a Halloween store clown or something, I don't know. I will be telling you the products I use in case you want to buy the ones I have, but just note that if there's anything that I'm using that wouldn't work on you, just substitute it for something that would work, such as, say, an eyeshadow that's really close to your skin. I might be using a light cream, but you might need to use a dark brown, and that's absolutely fine. Just use the colors that work for your skin. And when it comes to face products, just swap what I use for whatever you normally use. Also, second, I do have hooded eyes, so this tutorial is going to be focusing on how to do this look for people with hooded eyes. If you don't have hooded eyes, then just kind of follow this more so to your eye shape, because depending on your eye shape, you're going to need to do your eyeshadow differently. For me, this technique that I'm going to be using works because I have hooded eyes, but then again, you might not, so you might want to use a different technique. Just switch this tutorial around however you need to fit yourself. Onward! I'm going to start by priming my eyelids using Urban Decay's Eyeshadow Primer Potion. It's important that you prime your eyes for this look because of the amount of eyeshadow we're going to be piling on. We don't want that slipping around. You don't have to use this product, but make sure to use a primer. It's pretty important. All my eyeshadows I'm going to be using for this look are going to be coming from Urban Decay's Naked 2 palette, and I'm going to start with a very light shade that's practically my skin tone in this palette. This is Foxy, but really, you can use basically any eyeshadow that is practically your skin color. This is just to give me a base to blend into. Okay, so I'm going to be taking this kind of brownish color snakebite from the palette. And what I'm going to do with it is I'm just going to be drawing a line out from my crease while looking straight into a mirror. You want that line to be straight out of your crease, and then you want to connect it to your lash line. And then I'm just going to kind of fill in that triangular shape. This is called the straight eye technique, I do believe. And it's going to be the technique I'm going to be using while applying the eyeshadow for this look, because it's a eyeshadow technique specifically for hooded eyes, and it works really well in my opinion. So I'm just applying that, looking straight on into the mirror to make sure I have the shape sort of correct. It's okay if it's a little off, but you want to be in the ballpark of the shape. I'm just going to blend that using a blending brush, working it into my crease and across the lid. Since this is the lightest color, it's kind of going to go everywhere, and that's fine. Next, I'm going to take a slightly darker color. This one is Busted. It's kind of like this purpley, grayish, brownish color. So a bit darker than the last one, and I'm going to be applying it in the exact same fashion, a little more concentrated this time. So it's not going to go nearly as far out, or maybe it does, and I'm just really bad at telling things. But I'm just going to be applying that as so. And then I'm going to blend it once again, making sure to get it in the crease and to blend it a bit across the lid into the last color. You can sort of see this look is starting to come together once you blend this. And it's starting not to look like weirdness, which is pretty cool. So now I'm going to take the black and I'm going to do the exact same technique. I'm going to go out from the crease in a straight line, connect that to the lash line, fill it in, and blend. Now, if you don't want to go straight to the black and you want to reapply the last color first, you can totally do that. It's completely fine. But I wanted to go straight to the black, so I'm going ahead and doing that. It's okay if the shape isn't 100% perfect. Again, just make sure you're in the ballpark of it. And then once you're kind of happy, go ahead and blend it out, making sure to blend it in the crease and across the lid, yada yada. You probably understand this by now. So go ahead and blend it out, and it will start to sort of take shape on how it will actually look, which is really cool opposed to it just looking like a blob. If you are unhappy with how dark it is, you can always go back and add a little more black like I'm doing here. I'm just adding a little bit more into the corner, and then I'm going to blend that out once again before moving on to the next step. Once you're happy with how the black looks, you can move on to the next step, which is applying the gold so it doesn't look like you have double black eyes. I'm using Half Baked, which is this really pretty yellow goldish color, and I'm applying it using an applicator. I find sponge applicators apply shimmery shades like this a little bit better than brushes do because I feel they don't smudge it around nearly as much. Afterwards, I'm just going to lightly blend where the more transition-y shades meet and the crease. I know that was a really bad description, but you can kind of see what I'm doing. I'm just blending it very lightly. I don't want to blend it too much because I don't want to lose any of the pigment, but I just want it to, you know, not look like it was just slapped on there. Once I'm happy with how that was blended, I go in with the black color again on my lower lash line, just to kind of bring the look all around my eye. I'm applying this with a cotton swab because I find they work very well for small applications of eyeshadow like this because they don't go everywhere. Once I apply that, I flip the cotton swab around and blend it so it's a little bit softer and not nearly as harsh as it was before. Then I go ahead and apply my mascara. I am using Clinique's Lash Doubling Mascara. Yeah, that's the one I'm using, I'm sorry. I find it works well for me, but just use whatever mascara makes your lashes look pigmented and long and nice. I also use Clinique's Lower Lash Mascara, but you can just use whatever you use on your upper lashes. You don't have to be that extra. I'm just really extra. Then I'm just going to be brushing my brows and filling them in using this weird Covergirl eyeshadow that matches them. You can use whatever matches. Then I'm moving on to my face makeup. I start with Neutrogena's Healthy Skin Brightening Eye Perfector. It's meant for under eyes, but I use it as an all-over face concealer. I'm also using Neutrogena's Skinclearing Blemish Concealer. That's what I wanted to say before. I use it on this pimple I have because it has salicylic acid and will help clear that up. Then I'm using this Clinique CC Cream. I think it's their Moisture Surge one. I don't know, with a sample, so it doesn't exactly say what product it is. Because, you know, there's not much room on a sample to write the product, but I'm just applying that, and then I'm using Clinique Stay Matte Pressed Powder over that to go ahead and set all that and make my face, you know, not shiny. Then I'm using Clinique's one of their blushes in Sunset Glow. It came in this little eyeshadow thing because it was from a free gift, and blending that out because I over blush a lot. And then I'm applying the blush to my nose because I do that. After that, I'm using an applicator brush and applying this white eyeshadow. It's a Sally Girl baked eyeshadow. It doesn't have a name, sorry. And I'm just applying that as a highlight in a few places. I like this highlight because it kind of, you know, it's white, so it gives this kind of icy look. But you can use whatever highlight color suits you. Then I'm just applying my lipstick, which is Lâncome's Color Design in Natural Beauty. It's a cream and it's a matte color, which I find works well for this look because it does not distract from the eyes. And with that, we're done. I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope this look was easy enough to replicate. If you have any questions about it, go ahead and leave me a comment. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Thanks! See you next time. Bye! Hi guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to be showing you a tutorial on this black and gold makeup look that totally wasn't inspired by... I messed up on the best line in this entire thing.